A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
58, come on. Come on. Rush in.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Thomas has got it, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Trying the toss play to Love. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. No.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And Ingram holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Ready, go. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop. Check. Set, go. 58, right over there. Here, go. Right there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. All day, just like that.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the 1st round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
So maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
Switch. Switch gears. Check 50. Pick the edge. Go.
On 2nd down now. It's Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Haskins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, it's Tate. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
You don't want it.
Hey, exit.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Redskins.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, here's Love. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On first down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Washington.
On the draw, this is Love. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They come out here in the I.
I'm coming. Mike 35, Mike 35. Get up, yo.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0.
Redskins 14, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
16. A gain on the play. First down, Washington.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 9, check 9. Wahoo.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
I On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second down, Haskins. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Set 18 Gator.
Right there. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Second and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's going to rifle one. It's caught inside the 25. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down now, it's Love. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Haskins on third down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check 52, check 37, check 37.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll drop the throw. Catch made by Slayton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They're going to look to throw. And Tate's got it. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Haskins. Thomas has got it. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
On 2nd down, it's Love. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. High throw, but the catch is made. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Love. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.